myself Ms. Rohini Kaulapure, Assistant Professor, Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry, KLE College of Pharmacy, Belagavi. Today we are going to see demonstration of FTIR instrument. This is the instrument of FTIR. This is the mainly here the instrumentation we are going to study. Along with that, how to operate and sampling technique we are going to study in this demonstration. First, how to prepare the samples. Before that, this IR instrument, it is mainly used to determine the various functional groups in the organic compounds like carboxylic acids, aldehydes, ketones, like that. Here we are going to see how to prepare the samples for FTIR demonstration. First, mainly we are going to use solid technique. In that, mainly that is using KBR method. Okay, for that we require this mortar pestle. Then these are the sample buckets. For that we require any organic solvent or methanol or IPA. We require IR grade KBR. Then sample to be performed. Here mainly to prepare the sample we use 1:99 part of KBR. For that we take 99 parts of KBR in the mortar. This much sample is sufficient. Nine parts of KBR we are going to take. In that, 1 part of sample is mixed. This is called as solid technique, solid filling method. This much sample is more than sufficient to perform the experiment. While preparing the sample, we should take care that whatever the samples we are using or KBR we are using, it should be free from moisture. Once we put the sample along with the KBR, 1 part of sample and 99 part of KBR is taken for this. Once we take the sample, we have to triturate it thoroughly so that KBR mix with the sample. Triturate it properly. Once triturate with the sample, take the sample with KBR in spatula and fill in a smaller bucket. This is called a sample bucket. Once it is filled, remove the extra remaining sample on the bucket. Then press it and take care there should not be any extra sample falling outside the sample bucket. This is sample technique. This is sample we have filled. In one more bucket we have to keep as a reference background. To take the background, we are going to put KBR, normal KBR in this bucket. For that, first wash whatever the spatula is there, wash it thoroughly in the organic solvent. Dry it. Then fill the KBR in the sample bucket, KBR bucket. We can triturate this also. If we want, we can triturate this also. once KBR and samples are filled, then we can take the standard reference with the KBR. Instead of KBR, we can use NaCl also, but the disadvantage of NaCl is that it is very hygroscopic. Then we are going to key in the instrument. This instrument, it is Shimadzu IR Affinity 1. Here mainly there are two mirrors are there, fixed mirror and moving mirror. In the middle there is a IR beam will be coming, and from this left side ray of IR beam will be coming, and whenever it will fall on the sample, here we can keep the sample. This is called a sample holder. Then here we can see IR beam is falling on the sample. Here whenever beam of a IR ray it comes and it will fall on the sample, and it will be mainly beam will be splitted by the chopper. After that it will come to the detector so that we can find the various graphs based on that. After that we have to close this. Then it comes to software part. Here once we open whenever we are going to use the FTIR instrument, we have to use the software IR Solutions. Here this IR solution we have to use. First click on measure, then measurement. After that initialize the instrument. That is very important. Here after that, once you initialize, take the background with the standard KBR. It will ask for the template, then click on OK. Then it will go for the 45 scans. Here we can observe scan is requested. After that it will take 45 scans. The standard KBR curve, it will be like a Gaussian curve. It should be always like a Gaussian curve. If there is any change in that, there must be moisture will be present. That's why for that we need to calibrate the instrument. Once it goes for the scanning, here we have to wait until 45 scans are over. Here we know that IR ranges, IR starts from, it ranges from 400 to 4000. 400 to 1500 it is called as a fingerprint region, whereas from the 1500 to 4000 it is called as a detecting region. Here once these scans are over, we have to replace KBR with the sample. Here mainly it is taking 45 scans, mainly it will be nullifying the instrument. Mainly IR, it is used for various techniques like detecting the functional groups. The main application of IR is to determine the various functional groups present in the pharmaceutical preparations or any preparations. Mainly functional groups include aldehydes, ketones, hydroxyl groups, amines, esters, like that. Based on the different regions, these can be interpreted. Mainly here in IR's region, different functional groups are observed. We can see in the chart, they have this specific range, there only they go and vibrate. That's why FTIR spectroscopy, it is also called as vibrational spectroscopy. Once all the scans get over, we have here, it shows that FTIR measurement is ready. For that, once it shows the FTIR measurement is ready, after that we have to replace KBR with the sample. Now we'll replace sample with the KBR. Here mainly KBR it is replaced with the sample. Here sample it has been kept here, then IR ray it is falling on the KBR. You can close the instrument. Then once again click on measure and give the sample command. Whatever sample is there, that it has to be given. I am giving sample 1. Then copy this. Then click on three dots, that is data file we have to save in a specific folder. For that, click on these three folders, three dots, then select any specific folder whichever you want, create new folder, then paste. File name should be given and it is pasted here and it has to be saved. Here whatever sample number and where it is going to be saved, that we can check here. Once we give the comment, we have to click on sample. Once we click on the sample, again it will take 45 scans. For that we will have to wait once again for 45 scans. Once 45 scans are over, once again the instrument will show the sample is ready to process. After that, once it is ready, we have to go on manipulating the things. Manipulating in the sense, we have to assign the peaks. Here mainly for that, click on manipulation tool, then Kubel command, click on calculate, then OK. After that, vertical axis, transmittance, OK. Here the color will change automatically. For that, right click, go to graph preferences, click on coloring. In the active object color, whichever color we want, we can take. Here I am going to take black color, then click on OK. Here whatever the graph is there, it has come into the vertical space. After that, click on manipulation 1, then click on peak table, mainly to assign the peaks, then calculate, then OK. Once it is over, once all the peaks are assigned, after that we have to take this graph in the upper position. For that, we have to adjust this graph. For that, here whatever the scale is there outside the box, click here, then if it is showing -4, reduce by 10 degrees. Mainly to set the axis, it is done. Here it is -4 is there. For suppose I am giving -24. It is coming down, coming up, so that it will be useful for us to check the peaks. Still we have to adjust the scale axis. Then I take, and it has come like this. Then once it is ready, we can assign the peaks and we can take the print, so that it will be useful for us for the interpretation. Thank you.